Hello everyone. I welcome you all to ATM Creations and I welcome you all to the Zero to Hero series of embroidery videos too. This is episode number 9 and we are going to see variations of woven rose stitch. If you look at the 3 circles that I drew for the woven rose, there is a small difference in each of them. Here is the one which we always did. Here I have a smaller circle but there is no marking inside the circle. Here I have a smaller circle and the markings inside. Now let's start with this usual woven rose. Before starting with these woven roses, there are 3 leaves. I'll use fishbone stitch to complete these 3 leaves, and in these 3 lines I'll do back stitch. Now we will stitch the leaves. Now that the leaves are done, I'll do this usual woven rose first. The traditional way of making woven rose is done. Let's move to this. In this portion of the pattern, there are 2 circles, and in both the circles, markings are there. The point is, from the center point till this circular border, I want the woven rose in one color. Like this portion will be in one color, and rest of the portion will be in another color. That's the whole point of making this pattern. But if right at the beginning I do the line part using just one color, when you are making woven rose in this portion of the circle, the previous color will definitely be seen. So there are 2 options. If you don't care about the color being seen, you can use the same thread, do the marking for both the circles at once. Otherwise, you need to do it separately. We are going to do it separately and see how it looks. Since the inner circle is smaller, I have taken only 6 strands to do the marking. For weaving the rose, I took 12 strands. I am done with the inner circle. So I am going to put a knot at the back and secure this part. Now the rest of the portion will be filled with pink color. So again I have taken 6 strands only to stitch the marking with straight stitches. And after that I'll take 12 strands to weave the rose. The thread is quite long because I have taken it for the entire rose. See, that's how you gently remove the knot if there is anything that is formed. Marking is done. Now I'll put a knot at the back and secure these markings. Now I'll start weaving the rows. Now weaving the outer portion of the circle is also done. I'm going to secure a knot at the back. Here in this pattern, in the center part of the circle, there are no markings. So I'm not going to weave the woven rows here at all. So I'll mark the lines here and make the woven rows only in the outer portion of the circle. I'll start marking the lines just with a straight stitch. I have directly taken 12 strands here. Now that the lines are marked, we can start weaving the rows in this portion of the circle. It may cover the inner circle slightly, but that's okay. So while weaving, we will do as much adjustments as possible so that the thread doesn't cover. In spite of our effort, if it covers a little bit, that's absolutely fine, leave it. Now to fill the center portion, I will do French knots. I have taken 6 strands of yellow thread and I will start doing here. We fully finished this woven rows also. Here it's a traditional woven rows. Here is a double shade woven rows. Here it is inside it is French knot, outside it is woven rows. I'm sure all of you understood the different variations of woven rows. Thank you for watching.